Good evening, men. This is Mr. X coming to you from an undisclosed location somewhere in North America. The purpose of my videos is to make you familiar with my e-book, Mr. X's Fun Guide to Divorce for Men, available at Smashwords. Follow the link. It's up there somewhere. My book will cost you less than a beer at a sports bar, but it'll save you thousands of dollars and years of heartache and grief. Mr. X is going to talk to you something about very personal tonight. Going to jail. Mr. X has been incarcerated on 3 different occasions. My longest bid was 12 months, but I got myself out in 6 because it was the charge I got out. Let me tell you, going to jail is no fun. How do you get there? You're in contempt of court. When you get divorced, there's a court order, your divorce decree. If they find that you're in willful disobedience of the order, they can do a lot of things, including sending you to jail. In my book, I've got links. I want you, don't take my word for it, I want you to follow these links so you can see what's happening to men around the country and around the world. Let me tell you a little bit something about going to jail, because you don't want to go. You're in the courtroom, and the judge passes sentence. What's the next thing that happens? The bailiff, he comes and he walks behind you, and there are 2 of them or 3 of them. They're waiting to see if you freak out. They make you stand up, put your hands behind your back, and they cuff you. And then they take you into this little room. They take your belt, they take your shoelaces, they take your money. So Mr. X got to the point where he didn't wear any of that stuff anymore. I used to go to the courtroom in jeans and a t-shirt because I knew where I was headed. The next thing they do is ask you some questions, including, do you want to kill yourself? I told them, I'm not the person I want to kill. Then, after they do that process, you go into an elevator, or it depends on whatever courthouse you're in, and you're put into a holding cell. Now, you're in there with a bunch of guys. Some guys are civil offenders. Some guys are criminal offenders. You're locked in there with the rest of them. I've been in one cell, I don't know, 50, 75, 100 guys, one toilet in the corner where the guy's sleeping on it. And after the end of the court day, what happens? You all get chained up together, like Cool Hand Luke, and they put you in one of those vans, and off to the penitentiary you go. You get processed in, your first night, you sleep on some dinky little thing, and then you get put into jail. You got to have permission to walk through a door. You got to have permission to do anything. Your life is not your own, and there's some dangerous people in there. Here's a Mr. X tip. If you get into a cell where people are awaiting trial, stay away from those guys. Some of those guys are looking at 25 years. They're going to resent the hell out of you because you only got 6 months. Men, get my ebook. Save yourself all kinds of trouble. If the little head does the thinking for the big head and this thing doesn't go right for you, you're in a lot of trouble. You're going to spend a lot of money. And if you end up in the can like I did, believe me, you're going to wish you never got started in this whole process in the first place. So, that's my story. I think they found me again. This is Mr. X, signing off.